ดีค่ะยินดีต้อนรับเข้าสู่ Bangkok Offstage พอดแคสต์ไทยอังกฤษรายการแรกที่จะพาไปเจาะลึกแวดวงศิลปะการแสดงในกรุงเทพ
Hello and welcome to the Bangkok Offstage podcast, the first bilingual podcast on the Bangkok performing arts scene.
แอมแก้วตา
And I'm Amitha. During BIPAM, Bangkok Offstage had a chance to sit down for a quick talk with the three young Cambodian dance artists of New Cambodian Artists, or NCA. The company was founded in 2012 by Dutch artist Bob Rizendaal. It now also belongs to the three dance artists Sreynoch Khun, Soeng Va Kong, and Nilai Ah, and a company director Sreynoch.
NCA also has its own black box studio in Siem Reap, where the dancers train full-time and perform once a week. The artists started off very young with Cambodian classical and folk dance training before they found Western contemporary dance, and their style today is a mix of these dance forms.
While at BIPAM, the three performers collaborated with Thai artists in the show Inter's View. Directed by Ah. The documentary theater piece was originally staged in Bangkok back in 2014 and featured monologues performed by Thai stage actresses and live interviews with them about their lives and their craft. A similar format was used in the new version of the show, except with live and pre-recorded interviews and dancing.
In this episode, the three young dancers give their takes on beauty, femininity, and dance in Cambodia. A quick note, sadly I couldn't join Amita for this interview, so if you don't hear my voice, it's not because Amita didn't let me speak.
Yes, that's right. And since I was talking with three young women, it could get confusing as to who is who in the interview, especially during the lightning round. And I should have done a better job of making it clearer during the interview. So we'll also post an English transcript of this interview on the website, along with the Thai translation. This episode is in English. ช่วงเทศกาล BIPAM นะคะเราได้มีโอกาสสัมภาษณ์ศิลปินกัมพูชาน้องใหม่3คนจากคณะ New Cambodian Artists หรือ NCA ซึ่ง New Cambodian Artists นะคะตั้งขึ้นเมื่อปี 2555 โดยศิลปินชาวเนเธอร์แลนด์ชื่อ Bob Rizendaalตอนนี้นะคะศิลปินทั้ง3คนเสเรนกคุณเซลวังคองและนีไลอาก็ถือเป็นเจ้าของคณะร่วมกับบ๊อบและสรีนึงที่เป็นผู้จัดการคณะอีกด้วยค่ะ
นอกจากนี้นะคะคณะก็ยังมีโรงละคร Black Box เป็นของตัวเองอีกด้วยค่ะซึ่งทางศิลปินก็ใช้เป็นที่ฝึกซ้อมแล้วก็จัดการแสดงสัปดาห์ละครั้งศิลปินทั้ง3คนก็เริ่มจากการเรียนรำเขมรนะคะตั้งแต่เล็กๆเลยก่อนที่จะมาเปลี่ยนเป็น Contemporary Dance แบบตะวันตกซึ่งทุกวันนี้นะคะการแสดงของคณะนี้ก็จะเป็นการผสมผสานกันระหว่างนาฏศิลป์เขมรแล้วก็นาฏศิลป์ร่วมสมัยแบบตะวันตกค่ะ
ช่วงเทศกาลBIPAMนะคะศิลปินทั้ง3ก็มีโอกาสได้ร่วมงานกับศิลปินไทยในการแสดงเรื่อง Inter's View กำกับโดยอัธมาศนะคะซึ่งงาน Documentary Theater ชิ้นนี้ได้มีการจัดแสดงครั้งแรกในปี 2557 ในตอนนั้นทำร่วมกับนักแสดงละครเวทีหญิงชาวไทยนะคะมีการสัมภาษณ์สดและการแสดงมอนโลกรูปแบบคล้ายๆกันนี้นะคะถูกนำมาใช้อีกครั้งนะคะกับเวอร์ชันใหม่ของ Inter's View แต่ในเวอร์ชันใหม่มีการทั้งการสัมภาษณ์ทางวิดีโอสัมภาษณ์สดและการเต้นด้วยค่ะ
ค่ะสำหรับเอพิโซดนี้นะคะก็จะไม่ได้ยินเสียงแอนระหว่างการสัมภาษณ์ค่ะก็ไม่ใช่เพราะว่าพี่ตี้แย่งพูดไปจนหมดนะคะแต่ว่าเพราะวันนั้นแอนติดงานก็เลยไม่สามารถไปร่วมสัมภาษณ์ได้ค่ะแล้วก็เอพิโซดนี้เป็นภาษาอังกฤษค่ะสามารถติดตามอ่านคำแปลโดยย่อได้ทางเว็บไซต์ www.bangkokoffstage.com ของเราเลยค่ะ
We recorded this interview in a cafe at the BACC, so you might hear a lot of background noise from time to time. เราอัดเอพิโซดนี้ในร้านกาแฟที่ BACC นะคะดังนั้นอาจจะได้ยินเสียง background ดังนิดหน่อยนะคะเป็นบางครั้งบางคราว Hello everyone, welcome to Bangkok Offstage podcast. Thank you for being here, Sreynoch, Sugba, and Lai. So, what is it like to be part of this show interview with Best Atamath?
For us, it's really such an experience because we normally just work with our artistic director Bob, but this is a very special chance for us to work with the other artistic director and also get to taste new taste, how other artistic director work because we get so much used to our artistic director and now it's so new and it's really enjoyable. It's like we Asian, we work together. Feel so proud for me.
Next, what drew you guys to dance?
ហើយបានយើងចាប់ផ្ដើមរំតាមមានតែជាងចិត្តទេ
For me, I feel because of my mom. Because my mom also she can dancing and singing.
Oh, okay.
And I just dream like I want to dance like my mom and I want to have boy on stage and I want to show the audience what I want to do and that time and I just try to search everything and then I saw my friend she dance and then I asked him what where and then she told me and then I go and start to dance first I dance classical dance and then I begin to contemporary dance 79
All in Cambodia.
yes
yes
Okay. What about you two?
I start when my mom bring me to the school artist because the school have support me for the study and something else and after I start the folk dance and now I feel I can dance and I can develop contemporary dance. Can I
Yes,
add
yes.
a little bit from
Sure.
that? Because why, like say, the School of Art sort of support our
Oh, yes, yes,
studies?
please.
Because it's like, you know, for our country, it's the other way around from the other country. The other country is if you are rich enough to send your son, to send your daughter to the School of Art, to the School of Dance, because you have to pay the school, right?
Right.
Yes, but in our country, if you are poor, you want to make money.
Yes.
You go to the school, and you.
The dance school.
Yeah, dance
Oh,
school,
okay.
and then the school will provide you
Scholarship or?
scholarship and school equipment, and you also can perform and earn some small money also.
Ah, okay,
Yeah,
okay.
It's like that.
Was your mom a dancer as well?
No,
Okay. What about you?
In my whole family, there's no artist.
Okay.
There is only me, and I have been always wanted to be a dancer, always wanted to be on stage.
Right.
And when I was like 6 or 5, I've not even started school, the first day of school yet, but there was the opening ceremony of the school, and
This is regular school. Not
yeah, a
dance
regular school, yes. And I see the group of a dancer on stage, and I really like, you know, I want to be like them. And then I asked my mom to bring me there, but at that time my mom was pregnant. And she said, no, I can't, that is too far. And we are also poor, we don't have vehicle to go there. We don't have train, we don't have taxi here like that. And I have to walk all the way there with my neighbor.
How long?
I think that's
Like how
more,
far is it?
That's quite far, 10 kilometers.
Oh God. Okay. So you
Yes.
walked there.
Yeah, with my neighbor, because my neighbor, their family, their parents bring them there, but I just join them, just be part of them, and it's really funny because all of them failed the test, and there's only me who passed the test, go to the next step, and start from then. I had to walk there alone, and then yeah, it's
How old are you?
9,
Okay.
10, something like that, 9, I think, and the one girl who she's not our neighbor, but she stay like sort of the same area, and I go with her a little bit.
Very wow. Okay. When it comes to dancing, who was your role model growing up?
Now, right?
Growing up in the beginning.
Yeah.
ពេលដែល
ចាថានៅពេលដែលយើងចាប់ផ្ដើមរំមកហ្នឹងតែអ្នកណាជានិមិត្តរូបរបស់យើងចាប់ពីពេលយើងចាប់ផ្ដើមមកហ្នឹងយើងចង់ខ្លាចជាអ្នកណាយើងមាននិមិត្តរូបមួយណាពេលយើងចាប់ផ្ដើមណា
quite difficult to think about it because for the first time I don't have any idol because
Not even your mom?
my mom is she can dance only in the in my
Okay.
hometown.
Yeah, you know the spiritual
Ah,
Yeah,
okay.
and
Yes.
she can do that and she's not my idol.
But
Why?
what about you guys? Any?
I want to be my teacher, actually.
Who's your teacher?
He's called On Savanarat, but he's a man, but I really wanted to be like him.
Okay.
That's why I started learning monkey dance.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Which is usually for men.
Yes, it's usually
Wow.
for men.
So is it rare or
It's
is it
rare, but back in time,
Is it banned though that can women do it, or do they ban women from doing
it's actually back in time. There's only women who dance in classical dance.
that's
so,
true, yeah.
so even monkey
Okay.
is danced by women, but I don't know. There was some rule in some 50, 100 years ago, and then it's become like a woman cannot do that.
Okay.
And it's really rare for us. But we both learn monkey dance.
Okay. What about him that made him your role model?
He's at that time I don't know what is gay, but he is really gay. Yeah, and he teach both sides. Like he teach female role and male role,
Okay.
and also monkey. And I really don't know how he divided his brain, how he divided his heart, because normally if you are if you are gay, you really want it to be a female side. But he's for me he's the best monkey dancer,
Okay.
and he sing beautifully.
Okay.
Seems
Okay.
like he have everything.
What about you, Lai?
I don't have the idol the inside, but when I watch the group outside and inside, I can select one move I can follow and
Okay. So when it comes, because I think dance is so connected to beauty, and I said to you earlier, I want to talk to you about femininity
Yes.
and beauty in this interview. So when it comes to beauty, who was your role model growing up as a child? Who did you think that was a really beautiful person that I wanted to be? It doesn't have to be. It doesn't have to be a dancer. It could be anything.
Yeah.
Anyone.
I was so much into my grandmother, and
really?
I always wanted to be her, like her,
Really?
because she is so cool, beautiful.
What was she like? Can you describe her very briefly?
She is a lesbian, and she
Really?
yes,
Okay.
yes, and she always have short hair,
Okay.
always have short hair, and she doesn't like to wear skirt.
Okay.
Yeah, and she's always take me with her everywhere, and I'm like. She's the best.
And she was a bit masculine, but also kind of feminine, or?
Yeah, she has the body of it feels like she's not fat. She also muscular a little bit,
Okay.
and she's so cool.
Okay.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Yeah.
And you?
I have my brother, but he don't like that. He don't like the artist. But sometimes he forgot in the he said, but sometimes he singing, and I said, you don't like the artist, but why you singing? I keep it. But all the time I find myself in the I find myself, and I look to my brother, why he don't like the artist, why I am a dancer and a between, and I find the answer and I learn the more.
So whoever you find beautiful you look after your brother.
Yeah.
You see who he doesn't like.
Yeah.
And then you see
Yeah.
why he doesn't like them.
Yeah.
And usually do you like the person he doesn't like?
Sometimes.
What about you?
I think I have many.
Okay. Name one top,
One top one.
The good one.
The top one is my father,
Your father, for you, is the most beautiful
Yeah.
when it comes to beauty. How come?
because he have a strong voice and a strong. I mean, everything he do is very strong and very clear. Yes, and it's quite my thing that I do all the time.
What does he do as an occupation?
Before he is the Tahian Thung Tuong.
He is army.
Oh, he's a soldier,
Yeah, soldier.
military officer. Okay,
Yeah.
very cool.
Yeah, and then he also Vietnamese. My father is Vietnamese.
Yeah, he has
Oh,
a
he's
Vietnamese
Vietnamese.
soldier.
Oh,
yes.
okay,
Yeah, and
interesting.
then I have
So you have Cambodian, have Vietnamese. Very cool. And what has dance taught you about being a woman in Cambodian society?
Dance, you mean classical or?
Whatever you, dancing contemporary, whatever you do.
Okay. For
What is
me,
it? Yeah.
the two form of this dance, they teach me differently because as a classical dancer, to be a female, to feel as a classical dancer, female is really soft. Beauty only. I don't even feel the smartest thing. I'm sorry to say that, but it's really true.
You don't feel
That-
smart when
We
you...
don't feel smart, it's only beauty. But in the modern way, in the contemporary way, is as a female, it feels like we are half man and half woman.
Huh.
It's,
Interesting.
yeah, I feel like that.
What about you guys?
I feel the same. Not sometimes sometimes I don't know myself is man or woman.
Huh. When you dance contemporary or when you dance also classical?
Classical.
Oh, okay.
Yes. Because I don't like the girl too much.
Huh. In the role,
Yeah.
you mean?
Because I think she is lazy and not strong enough for me.
Huh. Interesting. Okay. What about you?
For me, I think when I come to contemporary dance, actually I'm half everything, boy and girl, half. Because before I am a classical dancing, my role is boy.
Huh. Oh, okay.
Yeah. My
Because
role
of your
is-
body.
Yeah, because
Okay.
of my body. And after that, when I do the contemporary dance, it's more clear for me. Because when I do boy or girl, it's more free and also more, freedom to do and to know what I want to do also.
Wow. Okay. Thank you. Next, as a dancer and artist, what is your relationship to beauty and femininity? And now I just want to add masculinity as well. Because
Okay.
we talk about that. So as a dancer and artist, what's your relationship to beauty, femininity, and masculinity?
ចូលថាក្នុងនាមយើងជាសិល្បករជាអ្នករាំប៉ុន្តែយើងមានទំនាក់ទំនងយ៉ាងណាជាមួយនឹងភាពស្រស់ស្អាតក្នុងនាមជាស្ត្រីហើយនឹងពេលដែលយើងមានសាច់ដុំ For me, my relationship with beauty now is changing because normal first when I was much younger, I was really like beauty is skinny white eyebrow,
Pale skin.
Yes, it's like
What kind of eyebrows?
it's like a round black
okay.
and sharp nose. And it's the fantasy of everyone consider as beauty. But now for me it's changed because beauty could be not that like that because it's for example like beauty of the dancing. We cannot just show our beauty through the face. We also can show our beauty through our sweat, our power, our energy. Yeah, and
Femininity.
Yes, with the femininity is I become mature. It's maturity. Yeah, and the muscular things, I think I always have it since I started contemporary dance. So for me it's so cool to have it.
Next. Go ahead.
The relationship, the beauty. I don't want the beauty.
Huh. Okay. You don't care.
Yes, I don't care because the beauty is not the outside, but we can have the inside. And the second one,
Femininity, yes.
yes, surprise. I think I'm lucky because I can learn something else which I want. And I think I can do. You know the sometimes the man he can do, but the woman we can do. But now I think we can do the both side.
Oh,
We can do
okay.
together.
And what about masculinity? What do you think?
I like that.
อันนี้ពេលដែលយើងមានសាច់ដុំតែក្នុងនាមយើងជាសិល្បករដល់ពេលដែលយើងជាស្រីហើយពេលយើងមានសាច់ដុំគឺ
I think so cool. Because before when I talk with my sister, I like the six pack. Then my sister, you okay? I'm okay. I like that. Why? Because you're the girl. What is the point? I asked my sister, what is the point? When you boy, you can have the muscle. It's the handsome. No. When I a girl, I can have the muscle. I'm the beauty.
What about you?
The street thing, I still fighting with that all the time.
Okay, how so?
I don't know, but I still fighting with beauty and muscular because sometimes I still don't know what I want exactly.
Okay, thank you. Next, how do you think you and your dance company are challenging beauty norms and what it means to be a Cambodian woman in your work?
a beauty norm. What is
Beauty norms like this is what beauty means. If you're beautiful, you have to have pale skin. You have to be tall. You have to have this kind of nose. How do you think you're challenging that in your work, and how are you challenging what it means to be a Cambodian woman through your work? How you're breaking the rules?
I think we already break the one rule is the muscular rule and
The what?
the muscular rule.
Masculine rule.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
The muscular.
Oh, muscular?
Yeah,
Like
muscular rule. Yeah.
You mean like women are not supposed to be muscular?
Yeah.
Yes.
That rule we already break. And the other rule is
But weren't all the dancers female, and weren't they musculars, or has the training changed? Is that why you guys are more muscular now?
yes, of course, the training has changed because when we were as a classical dancer, as a folk dancer, we didn't train like push up or we didn't train at the center.
Yeah.
We didn't train the headstand. We didn't train the. We train so many kinds. We train yoga. We train boxing. We
Wow,
train,
okay.
Yeah. We train.
For contemporary dance?
Yes. It's depend on how our pieces.
So your muscles are different because of contemporary dance.
And it's physically different. So I think that rule is already break. And
When it comes to beauty.
when it comes to beauty, that one is already break. And the beauty through our work is we sort of change the concept of people, how people think. That that the fantasy is still the same, but we show our work with normal makeup, sometimes no, and we dress different, and
You're not in the classical dance costume.
No, we dress different and we move different. We act different, and the beauty is becomes strange because normally beauty is supposed to be like this, but when we show this kind of beauty, it's also this one is getting less and less less influence, like the white one, the skinny one, the tall, the sharpest nose one, because I mean like the natural beauty and the beauty on stage, the beauty of art is much more stronger for us. But to influence the society is not really big because you know we are only three and that community is so big.
Right.
Yeah.
And because you said in your interview with this magazine called Neo Chan, how it's very hard to become an independent woman
Yeah.
or to have a job, right? As a woman in Cambodia, because a lot of people say, well, why don't you just go take care of your children
Yeah.
and stay in the kitchen or stay at home? Does being a professional dancer challenge that notion of what it means to be a woman in Cambodia?
That is really challenging because you know our age is the age of getting married.
How old are you guys? Sorry.
We 21, 23, 24. Yeah, I will turn 23 in 4 or 5 days.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
So that's already the age of getting married.
Yes, of course.
You
Even
mean for upper class, for middle class, and for working class, or for all?
it's hard to say because you know upper class, middle class, and lower and super
Working,
low
yeah.
is still like that. Yes,
Interesting. Okay.
16, 17, 18, even you know it's
Wow. Okay. That
yeah. The even you know you might know that the political side in our country is really hot right now.
Right.
And the way they keep their power is to marry their children to each other. Yeah, from this power to that power, and they married. You know, they just 40, they just 30 right now, but they already have 4 or 5 children, and so they might get married.
So you have
never
friends
60.
who are already married and have children.
Of course, yes.
Okay.
Yes, and for us it's really challenging because just like what I say right now, it's like every time it's like you are a woman, why don't you get married, why don't you get child, why don't you do this, why don't you do that. It's like even you know dancer is not a profession in our country also, so
Right.
that must be really like
But you guys are earning money from
Yes,
dancing,
of course.
right? You can live from
Yes.
dancing. Do you guys want to add anything to that, to what she says? Okay. Thank you. Next, as a female dancer, how do you view aging, getting old, getting older? Not getting old necessarily, but getting older.
how do we view
Yeah, how do you view getting older? Because you use your body as a main thing, right?
yeah.
So how do you see aging? Are you afraid of it? Are you welcoming it? Do you think it'll be a really interesting challenge as you get older and older?
I think it's really interesting challenge because you know we are only 20
Exactly.
average 22.
You're not thinking about that yet.
No, but you know it's so cool because the generation of the older generation they're already 30 something, 40 pushing. They still look very young because of them. They using their body. They sweat. They work. They move a lot.
Do you want to go beyond 50, 60, 70 as a dancer?
Yeah, I would love to.
Yeah.
If I can.
What about you? What about the two of you? Are you guys afraid of aging? Are you guys looking forward to it? Do you think it'll be interesting? Really?
I'm welcome.
And you-
Come on, come.
what do you think is the future of dance in Cambodia?
Oh.
You can start. You can start this time. Bye. Or you can start too if you want.
Okay, I guess that's so. The future of dance in Cambodia, I can't predict because it's
Right.
quite going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Because almost 10 years ago, there were a group of of the old generation. They was really strong. They were really, you know, they were really. It feels like the adrenaline. in their body. You know, they were really energetic. They fight for the new path. They fight for the young generation, and then they sort of disappear.
Right. Why do you think this stopped? Because they couldn't live as an artist, or
Because of the political side. It's they cannot work as an independent artist without working for the government.
right?
So they need to work for the government, and the government will give them the boundary of how far they can go, how far their work can be experimental. They have to work for the government, and they earn money, and they, you know, it's interesting because if they work for the government, they have so many chances to go outside, to go abroad, to join this workshop, that workshop, and this kind of stuff, and that, and when they come back, they still do the same stuff. Because to give the government the feeling that okay, we are not go that far, so we just keep it for ourselves. We don't go there, and for us it's hard to predict like how it's going to be. But if we three keep going, so our next generation will going to, and the next generation will come. I think it takes at least 20 years to people for us to predict. Like it's going to be better.
Nice. All right. So a little game. I hope this will work because I don't know you guys that well yet. So I don't know whether, what's popular in Cambodia or what's not and all of that. But I hope this will work. So this part is called the lightning round. So everything will be very quick. I don't need a reason from you as to your answer, but the thing is, I'll give you two options each time, and you can choose only one.
Okay.
You're not allowed to say pass. You're not allowed to say both. You're not allowed to say neither. Okay, you have to choose one.
Boss.
ចេះថាយើងអាចនិយាយថាយកទាំងពីរឬក៏សុំឲ្យតតែមួយទៀតដែលអត់ឆ្លើយឬក៏និយាយថាមួយណាក៏មិនយកដែរយើងអាចនិយាយចឹងបានត្រូវតែជ្រើសយកមួយ
Is that clear?
Yes.
Okay, and let me know if you don't know any of these people. So, who would you prefer to dance with? Jennifer Lopez or Shakira?
Shakira.
See why you sing like me.
Shakira?
Jennifer
Lopez. Okay, Britney Spears or Madonna?
Madonna.
Okay, Beyonce or Janet Jackson?
Janet Jackson.
I hope you know these two. Pichai Glanchun or Prom Sudan or Ok?
Pichai Glanchun.
Pichai, all three of you. Okay. Sylvie Guillem or Misty Copeland?
Sylvie Guillem.
Misty Copeland. Sylvie Guillem. Okay. These two bands, BTS or Girls'
Girls'
Generation.
I go for BTS.
Okay. Bruno Mars or Usher?
Bruno Mars.
Justin Bieber or Justin Timberlake?
Justin Timberlake.
Justin
Bieber? Timberlake or Bieber?
The first one.
Timberlake. Okay. Fred Astaire or Gene Kelly?
Gene Kelly.
Okay, Fred Astaire, but I don't know them.
Gene Kelly is Singing in the Rain. Fred Astaire in many movies. Swing Time. What else? Funny Face with Audrey Hepburn.
Okay. Yes, I get it.
But you said Fred Astaire.
Yeah.
The two of you, Gene Kelly.
Gene Kelly, yeah.
Sophie Line, Kiam Shapiro, or Rudolph Nureyev? Rudolph. Sophie Line.
No,
Rudolph. Okay. Another one. If you weren't a dancer, you would be architect or fashion designer?
The second.
Fashion designer? You have to choose, sorry.
The second.
Fashion designer. Architect or fashion designer?
Okay. Fashion designer.
A chef or a bartender?
Chef.
A bartender.
Farmer or fisherwoman?
Fisherwoman.
Farmer.
A fisherwoman.
Fisherwoman? Okay. Dentist or plastic surgeon?
Again?
Dentist or plastic surgeon? Plastic surgeon? Dentist?
A dentist too.
Astronaut or airplane pilot? Airplane pilot?
Airplane pilot.
Airplane pilot, okay.
Playwright or poet?
Poet.
Poet. Poet, okay. Kickboxer or footballer?
Kickboxer.
Kickboxer?
A footballer.
Ah.
Okay.
Thank you guys. So where do we follow your work? What's your website? What's your Facebook page?
You can follow us on Facebook. So our Facebook page is New Cambodian Artists, and our website is still working on it.
Okay.
It's not
Alright.
ready yet.
And what's next after BIPAM?
After BIPAM is Soeng Va will go to Europe.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, she will perform in Kosovo.
Yes.
Where?
Den Haag.
Oh, very
Yeah.
cool. You're solo or
Yes,
what is-
solo.
You have a solo. Okay. What is it going to be called? What's the name?
Beautiful.
I'm beautiful.
Almost beautiful.
Almost beautiful. Okay.
Yes, and Lai and I will have we go to Laos. To
Laos.
have, the bomb craze project. Bomb craze.
The bomb.
Oh, what is that?
Bomb craze project. So that because during the Vietnam
Oh,
War.
the landmine.
Yeah, the landmine during the Vietnam War. So Laos and Cambodia has so many bombs,
Yes,
and
yeah.
and now they have a project of dancing in the bomb. Yeah.
Oh, the bomb crate. Okay,
yes.
okay. Okay. Very cool. Have you created the work or are you going to create it there?
We're going to do it there.
Okay.
Yeah.
very
But we
nice.
just I get some image from here and do it there.
Okay. Which month is your work in Den Haag?
Almost beautiful.
Yes. When is it?
On 10 November.
10 November of next year. This year. Okay. Okay. And
Next month.
you guys, when is your work?
It's going to be from the 9th of November till the 19th, but we don't know which day is that we perform there.
All right. Wonderful. Thank you guys. Good luck. Thank you for
Thank
being
you,
on the
thank
show.
you.
Thank you.
Bangkok Offstage is created, hosted, and edited by Gata Bungan and Amitha Amranan. The intro and outro tracks are Quicksand by Watt Light and Probably Shouldn't by Jay Lang.